100%.
But what I've learned is how you treat somebody, or let's say if you wrong somebody, you have to respect how they respond to how you treated them. So 100%. if they choose to forgive you, cool, accept that. If they choose to turn their back on you and say, I don't want nothing to do with you, you still got to accept that because they have that option.
That's it.
Right. And like I said, some people, they turn it back, but they chose not to forgive me. But you can't let that stop where you're going, though.
Because forgiveness is for who? For you. For me. Not for them.
Welcome back to another episode of Pops and Socks. We had to break the awkward tension just now. We're trying to figure out who's going to open.
What up?
What's good with you guys? Episode 1,047,000.
We gonna get there though.
Hey, we here.
Yeah, we at there.
One.
We right here.
Compression socks.
We not going anywhere. We right here.
Come on.
All right. So first and foremost, we have requests to make sure we keep showing up our socks. Bakari, what socks are you rocking today, brother? I never seen you rock those before.
Anybody that can name these socks.
We ain't asked for all that.
I asked you what was
it. Right, my fault. Hey, all right, so this is,
Trying to turn everything into a game, man. What are you, Jigsaw?
Dang.
I might
Come
be.
on, man.
Matter of fact, Shot. LaShonda really gonna love you without this, though.
Ooh.
She really gonna love you without this.
Hey, Shaka don't
I wanted to make sure I kept this.
Hey, Shaka don't love his wife.
I made sure I kept this.
Oh, dang.
Look, that way when we start, I can sit there and ruin it. Look here.
Okay. You see how your brothers really.
Don't worry.
When you thought you had friends, I ain't gonna hold you. As soon as I saw that, I rubbed my finger and I was like,
I know.
You got it.
I know. I'm sitting right here all the time. Look here.
I started rubbing my finger behind my hand. Like,
look, last podcast, I forgot mine at the house.
Listen, with friends like these, who needs enemies?
My hand was
play.
Nah,
man. Hey.
The fact why you take it off for?
So aggressive though.
Because I put lotion on my hands.
Hey man,
you
can put on with
slide
lotion.
the ring up for a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you got grooves in your ring, stuff be getting all up in the crevices.
Hey,
I don't want shea butter.
I mean,
Let
you can
that
try to
be-
lie. I mean, whatever you gotta tell your wife.
Let that be an example.
I take my ring off, put lotion.
What? You try to act single for these women out here? Oh my! Shock out here.
You see the tan line on
I
my
don't see
hand?
nothing. I see black fingers.
Of course you can. Hey, I'm looking for 2 new hosts.
Nah, son. He mad at us
These guys don't love.
because he don't want to
We
wear
gonna
his ring out
need
here.
the extra when Lashonda kills you though.
It's all right. Because
Hey,
LaShonda don't wear her rings 24/7 either.
Oh,
That's the kind of relationship we
so
got.
y'all got that Jade in that will. That's what's
Ain't nobody say all that. Why you gotta take it there, boy? Why you
Polygamy relationship.
Why you gotta take it there?
This is monogamy.
LaShonda don't wear her rings to bed. That's the only time she don't.
what?
Hey, she might get cut.
Hey,
she might get cut with those
Exactly.
diamonds.
Thank you, Bakari. You know
Diamonds,
Right.
I got you. My
Diamond.
wife still keeps her on. Though. I don't agree with you. I'm saying, my wife still rock hers.
Hey, I like how he said it. He said, "Hey, he's the thing. I don't agree with you."
Every relationship is different.
Oh,
if you
my
don't
goodness.
keep your rings on at your house, I fully understand it. If you
Oh,
wear your
for
ring
sure.
to bed, I wear my ring to bed.
Do you,
I only
boo-boo?
take my ring off. When
So
I put
you
lotion
don't even
on.
wear to wear your ring out here.
I wear my ring 24/7, except when I put on lotion.
Yeah,
That
so-
is the only reason.
So it's not 24/7. You sound like you do it 26.
No, it's still 24.
Nah, you do it like 26.
That's more than 24 though.
Nah,
You
I'm talking about I just shorten the hours.
My, have we digressed?
Anywho, you know what?
Hey, look here. I got these dry
Yeah.
bone socks on.
What is
If
from?
anybody know this character from Mario,
One of the most annoying.
Yeah,
It is.
Won't say
but
dead.
look here.
Exactly.
Classic socks, dry bones.
I don't know how we got there. We got some wedding rings. Get
Low
your
key.
phone feet off here.
Hey, come on.
I'm just saying though. I'd love to see though.
Nah, because we gonna start getting weird comments, again, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna start these weird comments to get out here.
It's Bakari.
I just
Yeah,
got
get your feet off.
I just got
Don't worry
$100.
about it. You lost the host. I'm out. I got people over here. Look, they playing footsies out
toe
here.
touching. Playing Trace.
Don't worry, we about to open the
All the
OnlyFans
signs
for feet.
Look,
Are you that old? You better stop, boy.
Oh, you
Hey.
you filthy. Bakari,
out
it doesn't help you either for based off that suspect text you sent earlier.
Yo.
Yeah. Hey,
first of all, for
Nah.
all those who sent,
You can
for
try to
all
make an excuse
those
for it.
who sent what is it? A
suspect
misleading. I'm saying
a
suspect misleading. Look here. I swipe when I type.
Nah,
I swipe when I type.
You swipe, huh?
All my swipers.
All my swipes.
How many of y'all have actually swiped a message
We be swiping all the time.
swiped the text, and one of the words was not what you wanted to be?
Way off.
This one was way. I'm talking about way off in the field though.
In the house of God.
In the house of God.
Hey, I'm just saying it happens though. It happens.
Why would you text the
God
church
knew
in the
the
first
purity
place?
in my heart though.
Did he though? He said, "Look, he looked at you.
Let me tell you,
Filthy."
that's bad. Now, I'll text. See, I got your wife, Brittany, and I got my coworker, Brittany, that I share an office with. I always get them too confused. If I'm trying to text work, Brittany, sometimes I'll send it to yo, Brittany, or a lot of times if I'm trying to text yo, Brittany, I actually send it to work, Brittany. And I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. And their names are spelled two totally different ways.
How you keep doing that?
I have no idea because
Why don't you put
your brain just sees Brittany. You know, it gotta be quick. Do I gotta drive the bus today? And your Brittany be like, what? And I'm like,
you know what this is. So, look, don't be stupid with me.
Wrong one.
It's wrong one. I don't know why you responded. You knew it was the wrong one.
Or you ever text "I love you" to somebody that you didn't mean to?
Oh, Shaka does that all the time.
All the time.
Little
I
pause.
used to be.
Oh,
One time he said in the group messages, "I love you, boo." Me and Boo talking about later, but we're ready to get that sweet stuff out of here. He says, "I'm trying to text my wife." Like, nah, forget that.
My fault.
Bakari today said what he sent in the group message we won't say on the podcast.
However,
it's gonna be for the Patreon fans when we got Patreon.
However, Bakari, it was so bad when he says, "Oh my gosh, I didn't really put that," and then he put a gift behind it. Was like, "Here we go," because he knew who he was coming for. Flames. Oh my goodness,
it happens though.
It happens to the best of us. Anyway, how's y'all week been, brother?
It's been straight though. It's been like my socks, dry.
Okay, I felt
dry. The music on that stage with the Valley of Dry Bones, that music was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
scary.
But sorry, look, we talk about other socks. Shaka, I didn't tell you what socks you walking the Christmas socks.
That's right, because
what
every month these are jingle bells, man, or it's like the ornaments.
Ornaments.
One of those.
He said jingle bells.
Jingle bells, ornament. It's Christmas season socks. Stop looking too hard, man.
Hey,
I really know the words though.
They red ornaments, bro. That's all that is.
You got like that thing that mom used to have where you put up filled up with hot water.
Oh yeah.
Put it on your belly and your stomach not hurting. When your stomach start hurting.
The little bladder thing.
That is 100% a black household.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Until I got older and I figured out what that's really used for, and I was like,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you.
Story. All of you that know. I used to sing in the shower with that thing.
You used to what?
Sing in the shower with it. I had no idea what I was.
You were singing with it?
Bro, I put on everything.
You're sick.
I had no idea, man. I said,
There's a lot of stuff you do. When you think you
personal shower.
Wild with that. You singing in it?
Bro, not
little white tube looking thing?
Bro, white church.
I'll be honest with you.
I ain't know what it was, so I was a young adolescent.
Nah, there's a lot of stuff you find out by your friends.
Mom was out here just scraping and get by. Good time.
Miss Johnson, please, we know you're a faithful listener. Please get on your son for touching your stuff. Tell him that's what you get for grabbing all.
Gave it to us. Whenever we had an upset stomach, what was the
oh
first thing
my
did?
goodness, go get
that bladder bottle.
Yep, get the bladder
bottle.
bottle.
Fill it up with hot water and leave it on your stomach. Like that's supposed to do anything, but
it made it worse because all that weight sitting on your stomach.
Yeah, to be honest,
I don't want that.
To be honest with you, that's like when black parents say, "You get some ginger ale."
Get some ginger ale.
Ginger ale, if you look at it, has literally nothing, no nutritional substance to actually help upset stomach.
That's the cure for cancer.
Give you some crackers and ginger ale, you be all right.
Bro, saltine crackers.
Yeah, gotta be saltine.
Ginger ale, and look here, when you start feeling a little bit better, you get some chicken noodle soup.
Come on now.
Nowadays it's changed to miso soup. Miso soup.
Changed the miso soup.
Boy, that miso soup.
Who said to change? You did it.
That's your player.
That's your household, bro.
Oh, I'll do the miso soup, boy. That miso hit your soul right.
My house is egg drop.
What?
Egg drop soup.
Get that together. Get that stuff out of here.
We're talking about miso soup. What's in miso soup?
Look, it's just clear. What's
miso?
It's like broth. I don't even know.
Exactly. You out here
eating egg drop soup. Just
shut up. You eat
egg drop soup without the
egg drop anyway.
I know what egg drop soup is.
What is egg drops?
It's pretty much chicken broth with half cooked eggs.
Oh, but that little what's the little crispers that you put in there?
Oh yeah, like the little Chinese chips. That's what I call them.
Boy,
Chinese chips be fine.
Drop a few in there. Still eat them while they crunchy.
Oh my god,
Busted.
I love it. Hey man, speaking of five, Y'all came to my class yesterday. Man.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to my boys.
First of all, I helped
my boy Keith. You better be watching this episode.
Young Keith.
Young Keith.
Showing up to the high rise, man. How was it, man? Y'all finally came to a class.
First of all, you see, I was out there with a weighted vest though, with 10 pounds in that bad boy.
Oh, you only had 10 pounds total.
I'm still standing. Oh yeah.
Oh, you look like you was bigger than that. I'm apologize. I
Nah.
thought you had about 40, 50.
Nah, I ain't.
You only had
The
10
more
extra
the
pounds?
more I lose, like I said, I start out at 210. Like I said, when I got down to 200, I put 10 pounds in there because I'm trying to stay at 210. I lose another 10, I'll put 10 more in there. That way I stay at 210. Oh snap! Stay at 210.
Okay, got it. I got it.
Nah, I ain't do all that. I'll be honest with you.
we got enough weight.
Right, I got
I'm
enough
not
to carry you
trying
both.
to
I'm
carry
straight.
nobody else's weight. I'm good, guys.
I'm good. But yeah, it was like I said. I was low key terrified that Shaka would try to give us on suicide watch out here, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But I think it will be good enough for us to get it popping, especially for this CrossFit thing. Well, not CrossFit.
for
Sorry,
sure.
Spartan race.
For sure.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming to my class, man. After begging y'all for months and months.
We finally did it.
It just
Let
started in
but
Let
February,
it be a
dog. What you
testament
talking
to
about?
everybody else out there in podcast land. Robert Worley, you too.
Yay,
Come to my
Robert.
class.
Hey, I seen Robert Worley. Matter of
You
fact,
seen him at the
I'm
Y?
seeing
I
Robert
seen him at the
everywhere
Y.
now.
Yeah,
He was just
signed
he was
back
just
up.
signing up his son. I guess I don't know if both of them were signed up,
Nah,
but
it was just
Deontay?
yeah, it was a family membership. Just it was him and his son Dante.
yeah.
Yeah, Dante got to get ready for college.
Hey, my guy.
Yeah,
Congrats. Oh, yeah, congrats on that, Dante.
Hey,
Wise.
wise.
Collegiate,
Yes, sir.
trying to get him right.
About to put that
Wise,
work
gonna get
in.
him
Go
right.
ahead and look. Bring the ring home.
Kiss the ring. Speaking of, we talk about throwback in colleges, whatever. So I bet y'all see these socks right here.
Can't nobody see what's behind him, no man.
No, you can't even see it on the back over here. I got that V. It's a V.
They still
These
can't see
are my original high school socks they used to give us for game day. They call it Virginia High Bearcats. So you used to have V cats on there.
Those were our football socks.
Mm-hmm. You didn't get a pair?
I mean, I might.
saw the
I
long
just don't
black
remember
and white
the
Hey.
socks. I just remember the long black
Look,
socks.
Shaka was more
Everybody
impressive.
go and pick up the long socks.
Look, they don't even make these anymore right
They
here.
really don't.
Mainly, I just honestly these were the first socks I really grabbed out of the drawer, so they just happened to how I was impressed with them.
The fact that you got those, is that a hole?
I mean, stop with
I
your
hope not.
toes,
I
man.
don't see no hole. Yeah, man. That's another 2 comments.
Stop.
Look at
When
your
you say
toes.
it like that, makes sense.
Come
I
on,
was just trying to check out my
toes, man.
socks out here.
Stop that, bro.
Nah,
Come
like-
on now, bro.
Hey, these are
You're on
classic
too much
socks
attention,
anyway.
though.
Anyway, so today
What's
or
up?
no, excuse me, during this week has been
This whole month.
this month. Is it month?
It's the whole month. It's
Women Appreciation
National
Month?
Women's
Appreciation
something
month.
like it's National Women's Month, man.
Hey, shout
Shout
out
out to all the women.
all the women that are alive,
out.
the women that helped
Adam
raise
came
us.
from a
My
woman.
mom, my
Yeah.
wife,
Yeah.
my daughters,
Yeah.
who will soon
Father
be
for
women.
daughters. I call
Oh,
this.
you beat me to it.
Hey, see, we was on the
You
same
beat me to
page. Uh-huh.
Okay,
I want to go ahead.
Look, go ahead. We want to pay homage and honor to
You can say go ahead and
look.
go ahead though.
Go ahead.
Nah, man, you was in the middle. You was in the play.
Nah, I just said we was gonna pay homage and honor
Go
to,
ahead. We
to
gonna pay
specifically to the women. Like, is there anything
homage.
particular that you guys want to do special for
woman?
the women in your life?
Nah, I treat her right every day. She ain't getting nothing special.
That's right. Like Valentine's Day. Look here.
Matter of fact, nah, it is her
Valentine's
birthday
Day every day.
So you,
Exactly. Her,
yeah,
my
when you
wife's
in
birthday-
love, Valentine's every day.
That's
Wife's
it.
birthday
you know?
is the 20th of this month. So
Y'all
her
bougie,
cash
yeah.
app is she doesn't have one. Send it to your boy.
You know.
Bakari, watch yourself, my brother.
But I
Oh,
really
me?
want to wish a national Happy Women's Month
My
to everybody except those women that were listed in DMX's song. All right, you know who you are.
He said, "Whoever what?"
I said I want to wish a happy National Women's Month, except for all the women that were listed in DMX's song. You know what song I'm talking about? It's Keisha, Latoya, or something.
Oh,
Dang,
It's about
What
50 of y'all.
what they do? What Lakeisha and Latoya
I
do?
don't know what they did, man, but they didn't DMX.
Was it really warm for my brother? Somebody let me know.
Hey yo.
Hey,
Hey man, we wildin'.
okay.
We wildin' to Harlem.
Sorry, Bakari. We mean to cut you off again.
nah. You know I'm gonna do the same thing I always do for my wife.
Nothing.
Hey,
Keep giving the kid.
let
Keep
her
giving
sleep.
children.
Hey,
Let
you
us
know, the
leave.
Lord bless you. when the Lord moves,
When
you
the
know.
spirit moves me.
Shout out. Giving your wife the gift of sleep is low.
Oh,
key,
that's
one of the best
it.
things ever.
That's it. When they had
Straight
that
up.
baby, they
It's
just
peace
want
for
that
you.
little bit of sleep.
It's
I let
peace
my
for
wife
you.
sleep
It's
till
peace
11.
for the whole house.
Even
what that
though the men are stuck doing all the housework.
I'm stuck doing all the housework.
You stuck doing all the housework.
I got 2 kids.
I ain't got no kids.
I got Group A out here
on,
that still got good hands and
But
good
they still
feet.
don't do
To
it
be-
to your qualifications, brother.
Don't worry.
Who don't?
I know they don't. It's all right.
They don't, but still. Look here, they in training though to do it to my qualifications.
Big facts. Big facts.
That's it. And like I said, even if they don't know how to do it, I said, look here, do it your way. Sometimes your way is better than my way. Now, all the time.
Long as I say, do it right. I told my son this football experience. Do it right, you do it light. Do it wrong, you do it long. I am the king of, you didn't, this dish is served already?
Okay.
Let's pull them all out now. I didn't wash this one. I bet you will. Now you will.
I'm gonna wash all of them.
All of them.
Now you're going to hand wash them. Dishwasher's out of order.
Yeah.
Feel like the McDonald's ice cream machine.
Yeah, always out of order. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. Ice cream
Can't
all
get
out
your
of order.
ice cream machine working.
Ain't
no worse than Dunkin' Donuts. There was one time, I think it was like last week
How many
before I
times you go to
started.
Dunkin' out here?
Huh? No, this is for my wife though. So we.
You okay?
Nah, I promise you.
Continue.
Brittany, look, comment on this. Let them know.
Now live in silence, Brittany.
But she had went to Dunkin' Donuts, and originally this was before I started my whole diet, or whatever. But we got there. She got the cup of coffee. She wanted like the chocolate. What is it? The caramel chocolate coffee.
She was wild.
It had the foam on there, the cream foam, whatever.
Yeah, the cold foam.
With the cold foam cream on top.
Look, y'all
chocolate
bougie with
cold
y'all
foam.
coffee out here.
So hey, look, she ordered that. They said, "I'm sorry."
What?
You dirty.
Did you poop?
No, I didn't poop.
No.
I
Leave McGuire. Leave McGuire looking.
I'm over here looking at my bottle like, y'all
All right,
stop. I'm like, what happened?
Oh yeah, we were.
Y'all might have heard something. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
we
y'all
heard
heard.
you hit the bottle. My apologies.
But yeah,
Hey, don't be doing that no more, right? Accuse me. I'll let you know if I poop.
But like I said, the cold foam. So they said, "Yo, we out of that chocolate cold foam." So Brittany's like, "I'll just get the caramel with the regular whipped topping." So then I was like, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I said, "One thing." I said, "Let me get the chocolate croissant." Yeah, we don't have the chocolate croissant. Now, I said, what do y'all have then? Can I get something out here that y'all do got?
Give me what you do got.
There's nothing more frustrating.
So I ordered bro. I
don't care what you ordered.
Caramel coffee. That thing was as dry as my sock. I'm telling you.
What time did you go, though?
It was in the afternoon.
That was your fault right there.
When are you supposed to get it?
In the morning.
It's coffee, dog.
It's coffee. Who wants?
It's Dunkin'. They
Dunkin'?
sell coffee.
They sell Bailey donuts.
No, they don't sell many donuts anymore. That's why they changed their name.
Dunkin'.
Yeah, it's just Dunkin' now.
They
It's not
still sell
Dunkin' Donuts. It's just Dunkin' now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I never paid
That's
attention.
just like IHOP. IHOB and have some burgers out here.
They did that for 1 week.
Yeah,
said
they
that
were
was
getting
a
flamed so bad.
disaster.
First of all, who's going to IHOP for burgers?
I know some people that had burgers though. Burgers.
Listen,
But,
the last time again, we said in my pre-Jesus days, the last time I went to IHOP and I got a burger, I was not sober. I never got an IHOP burger sober.
Anything from IHOP that wasn't breakfast.
Exactly. I've never. It's always breakfast.
I can't do
Yeah.
it.
No
I
matter what
can't
time
do
you
it.
go there.
It's breakfast all day.
I was
every
gonna
day.
say
burger?
no. Yeah. You're right. You're right. That's why I'm there for. And I wait for pancakes.
International House of Pancakes.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
Anyway,
It's like going to Long John Silver's and getting the burger.
Does all you can eat pancakes and all you can eat wings still entice y'all anymore?
Boy, no, not all you can eat. No, I was gonna say yes, yeah, no.
Nah, I used to tear up them two.
The
buy one-
McAdoo's?
Nah, the buy one get one at what is it?
Quaker?
The BOGO at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, me every Tuesday. I was a
This
fanatic.
man was there.
For real?
This man has so many points.
Boy, I listened.
Stacked.
I had so many points. The next Tuesday, I was ready to get like other wings for free. I was
What?
look, run them up,
But
run them up.
the thing I hate
Run 'em
about
up.
wing spots though is the fact that they start out fantastic,
Oh my gosh!
but then their wings get abnormally big though.
that is like
I'm talking about.
what was it? We went to Quaker. That's the time me and Bakari they could have when they had the all you can eat wings.
Yes, Lord.
So we every
Yes,
Monday,
Lord, yes,
Monday
Lord,
we in this
We
piece.
always up in there.
And sure enough, look, they went from regular wings, we smacking them.
Yeah.
Another one.
Let
Another
me get
one.
this flavor right here.
Yeah, let me try this flavor.
Let me get the golden
no,
sauce.
No good and well, I ain't gonna like it. Let me try this one. But then also the last time I remember they had it, they done away with it. They literally, I've never seen anything like it. No cap. Bakari. It was just small enough to consider it a wing, but it was a size almost of a leg.
What?
And like we can literally, I can almost literally see the steroids like dripping out of this wing.
Wow.
I looked at that boy. I said, "Bro, I'm not eating that."
If your wing leg is more than 2 bites, it's too big.
But
Oh, for sure.
it was small enough. It was like short enough that it wasn't officially a leg. It just didn't meet that, but it was just as probably thick around.
Yeah, if
I'm just
a
like-
chicken was a midget, That's what it'd be.
That's what it was. Not
That's
quite a
what
full
it'd be.
size, but yeah, that's perfect.
Chicken
Wow.
Dwarf chicken.
It was a midget chicken out there.
And they try to serve
Yo,
us.
stop calling them midgets. That's offensive.
What is it called?
For
then?
a chicken?
Little people.
For a chicken, I'm not talking
I feel like
about
little
people. I'm
people
talking about
more
chickens.
We don't call
So now
them-
chickens are getting offensive out here now.
we don't call
Now
little
chickens are
people-
getting offensive.
Hey, we all
we don't
inclusive
call it- we
podcast.
don't
Chickens
call little
included.
people midgets.
Like, what do you call it? I ain't calling
Little
people.
I call people. What call you by your
little
name?
people.
What's your name? Jeff.
But
Hey,
they're
what's up,
little
Jeff?
people.
What's called Jeff?
But we're not talking about people. We're talking about chickens.
You said midget chickens. Apparently, that's what Shaka said.
Nah, because you said they just like midgets.
I said they're just like
Nah,
midget
that's what you
chickens.
said. Run it back. That's what you
Midget
just said.
chickens.
That's what you said.
Midget chickens.
You emphasized her.
Say
That's what I
little
said.
chicken, man.
Say little people chicken. Say little cock or something. Anywho, so you talk about in honor of Woman Appreciation Month, we're gonna definitely
Yes.
take honor for those. But we also, ladies, you're gonna be mad at us.
Are we?
Look,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about it all. What we appreciate about you
Whatever we want.
and what we don't.
It's my podcast.
It's my podcast. Look,
This is where I check out. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say.
nah, you like.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
tired of saying it in that dog house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
Tired
said,
of
"I'm
staying
sleeping on the
out
couch."
Couch hurt my back out here. Only sleeping that lazy boy for so long.
All right, so my quick story time. So we just got off of work. My wife went to the grocery store, right? And you know, when you buy groceries, there are certain things that, at least I know in my culture, it's probably cross-cultural, but I know in my culture, when we buy eggs, what do we do first?
Oh, you
Open
pop
the
that
container.
thing open.
Why do we open a container of eggs?
To check if any is cracked or damaged.
That's literally
That's
it.
it.
Never in my life
that's
have I
all we
bought
do.
eggs with that much faith that I'm just blind.
Oh,
blind
no.
blindly.
Yeah.
Nah.
I got the faith of a mustard seed, but I ain't got that much faith to be blind buying eggs out here. You feel me?
Oh my gosh! I already know what's about to happen.
So let me tell you. So my wife went to the store. She bought her mother some eggs. She gets all the way to her mother's house, opens up the carton of eggs. Whole egg is gone, player. The whole egg
How
gone.
the egg missing?
How you?
Boy, that's
first
a
of all,
whole.
Not it wasn't cracked. It was
That's
a
a
missing.
whole
crack.
$2
A whole
missing out
entire-
that though.
Oh, eggs was
Bruh.
expensive. That was
the price of
$8,000
these
right
eggs,
there gone.
Bro, she sent me that text. The first thing I said is, I said, you ain't black. I said, you ain't check those eggs. You know, that's rule number one. Fried
You
chicken.
always check
My
the
mom
eggs.
used to go through about 8 containers to find it right. I'm like,
100%.
dang.
But what?
Yeah.
Be open, popping them open
Run
though.
them up. Run them up. Nah, this ain't it. This one look like it's about to crack. I'm like,
That
look.
same way. I've at least ran. Last time I bought eggs, I think I went through like 3 containers before
Oh,
I
for
found
sure.
the one that I got. It's just like when you pick up stuff off the shelf, you usually don't grab the first one. You go right behind
I
it.
go right behind it every single
know what I'm
time.
saying?
Depending
Now,
on what
first,
it
and
is.
everybody else been grabbing the whole time.
Exactly.
I don't want that
Let
contamination
me
coming
tell you
home
now.
with me. I'm gonna go ahead and reach
I ain't
around the
gonna lie.
back.
On some stuff,
Uh-huh.
some stuff I do that, but mostly I'm trying to get in and trying to get out.
Oh, you
Oh,
filthy.
man. So tell me how you be buying bread. What you do when you buy bread? You,
I just
you
make
be
sure-
feel it?
I'll make
You
sure it's
feel-
not smushed.
You fill it up the bread?
What about look? I grab the bread, see which one I want. Make sure it's not smushed or molded.
That's
All right,
it.
we
You
in there.
checking for mold?
Yeah,
How you check for mold on butt breads, bro?
butt bread.
You only see the front.
Oh, if the butt bread's molded, then I'm tossing. Like if I feel
I
like
ain't
it's
never
that
seen
bad.
moldy bread.
Oh, you eat that bread that much?
I mean, when I used to eat bread, but now I don't be eating bread like that anymore, man.
Yeah,
I don't be checking for mold. I just be filling.
I'll
the
be honest
top.
with you.
It just gotta be soft.
We bought bread just to make a couple of sandwiches. I'm at the point now where like I start like those half loaves
Oh, you
are
get the
clutch
half?
because I mean I don't. Most
Half
of it will go
loaves.
waste before I actually will use
That's
it.
true. Yeah, they do so half.
I got kids, so I mean,
Run them up.
Yeah,
You have an army out
bread.
here.
Bread is a
So
staple.
Lashonda,
your
so what made you? She said, "Look, these gonna be okay."
I said, you know, we
Like I said,
talk
I
about
can
it, right?
feel, I can feel the weight difference whenever it comes time. Whenever I'm just thinking how you pick up a whole egg and just you don't feel it.
My question
You
is,
don't
who's
feel
the
that?
person- Who's the person who stole just a singular egg?
Let me tell you.
Like, who said if you stole a container, I mean, or a few, that makes sense.
Bro, you
But-
sure it was stolen? Maybe it was just packaged like that though.
I doubt it.
How do you know?
I mean,
Them
we
other
don't-
people probably
we
ain't checking
don't
the
know.
eggs.
Or so actually, it makes more sense. Somebody wanted this container eggs. They said, they popped the top. Let me get one of these, put it in there.
So there probably was. Nah, I feel like that's too much work to be switching.
Right?
eggs
Why
in
don't you
and
switch
out.
the whole container?
But I feel like
Listen, there's some logic that I
Listen.
don't understand with people as a whole. So
I'm banking on it was from factory.
no.
They placed all the eggs. They
Well, either
forgot
way,
one.
shit was
Yeah,
Lashonda's
you shoulda-
responsibility.
That's
to pull
user
that out.
error. User error, baby girl.
User error.
Don't be out here teaching Zola not to be checking for the
blame.
egg cards.
The blame has to fall on somebody.
LaShawn
It's
is
gonna
sorry.
fall on
and
the
it's
person
fall
that
on
took it
you
home.
today.
Let me tell you, I'm not about promoting thievery, but stealing eggs got to be a very easy thing to do.
Who's stealing eggs?
With the prices of these eggs, imagine you just taking about. You know
Shot,
what?
yeah, like you ain't got wick, dog.
I'm not
We
stealing
got
eggs.
we got wick
I
out
pray-
here.
listen,
Shot, like,
those
yeah,
out here
Who's
that
but I'm thinking, who's singly carrying just an egg in your pocket? What are you gonna do with one egg?
This is the same America that freaked out about toilet paper a couple years ago.
They did.
yeah, well,
I
you
didn't
right,
freak out.
though.
Thank God.
Freaked out. Listen, when I finally ran out and I said, "Hey, we ain't got no toilet paper."
That's when I got scared a
See,
little
the
bit. I
thing
said,
is, everybody was going to toilet paper. Look, I know where to go to. Dude wipes out here. Dude wipes. And look, everybody was sleeping on the dude wipes during the pandemic.
Listen, I had the dude wipes with the aloe. Yeah, baby, yeah.
What, y'all
Aloe?
sickos.
What?
I had. I know. I just went to
That
dollar
feel
store.
right though.
I just went to dollar store at the time.
The dollar store was clutch when it came to buying toilet paper. Absolutely clutch. All right,
But
what's
yeah.
next?
But you talk about
on
you
the
talk
topic?
Woman Appreciation Month. You know, I appreciate my lady. She's holding my second child.
Second. Woo.
Second child.
However, love her to death, but what's it like? So she's a first time mother. So
Yes.
naturally, she has all
for sure.
the excitement, every fear, and all the fears that drive me crazy. Sometimes she gonna listen to this because she listens to every episode. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I can say on podcast. I'm talking about it now.
Don't
She
worry.
won't
We'll
find
deal
it.
with it later. We won't.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later. The only thing that drives me crazy is there's two extremes. It's either really good or it's death. So we're talking about potential like health issues that her mother and stuff was going through, and my mom must have faced or whatever. She's like, well, what if the baby is going to have this particular? I was like, whoa. I said, how does this baby? I said, from these two. And again, these are real concerns, and I told her, I said, which her concerns are actually correct. But I said, how do you go from 0 to the baby's going to have heart failure to this? I'm like, whoa. I
But
said,
if I'm not mistaken, I think don't both parents have to be a carrier in order for the child to?
there's a lot of stuff that
I
goes
don't know
into
how it works.
I think it's.
but
I think
know that it's a legit concern.
Hey, I
is
mean, I know
legit.
it's a concern, but like, even with my children, they talk about what is it? Sorry, what is the thing we have? Sickle cell.
Yeah.
Like I knew my child was gonna be good because Brittany is not a carrier of sickle cell.
Amen.
I am.
So trick.
But look here, Brittany's not, so I knew that canceled out. And then the same thing. What is the thing that they always get that they're known?
Sickle
Talking
cell
about the
attack,
whites?
sickle cell
Yeah.
anemia.
Not sickle cell.
What do the whites
What are you
get?
talking about?
What do they get? Black people get sickle cell.
What's the white equivalent to sickle cell?
I have no clue.
Neither do.
It was something.
Lice? I don't know.
Dad.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
I do associate life with more of a white person.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Like I know, like people of color
100.
can get it, but I was
Okay,
never
we don't.
ever concerned when they did life checks in school. Not one time.
Look, I'm good.
Look, I'm straight. Look, it was always little Sarah that like, Sarah has lice.
I'm so
And
sorry.
I'll never forget when I first heard that term. I think it was like in third or fourth grade. I was so scared. I was like, "Oh, Sarah got that lice." I said, "Y'all hear that?" I said, and they try to be discreet, like they're trying to sit her to the side. Look, Sarah, you want to play? She's. Oh, you got lice? Anthony, shh. What? I can't help it. She got lice. And now the mayor got to come get her, and then all the kids, all the little girls try to wrap their heads in a little ponytail, their buns. All the parents, look, hey, we're having a appointment. No, don't give your baby away from mine. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you wildin'.
So that made me laugh for some reason. I used to remember that as a kid. The little lice checks had people sweat. Had white people get sweating. Me, Kwame, and then we were fine.
We good,
We
man.
outside. Can we go outside and play now? We're done. They're like, yeah, you guys are good.
Check my hair. Check my hair. I'm good.
Oh, help
Wow.
us. But yeah, so that kind of, I talked to her off the ledge and we talked about it. I said, yo, those look real. I said, but she's also drives me crazy. She's a Googler. Look, meaning,
put the
look,
Google-
you already, look,
put the
you
Google
already,
down.
You already know what I'm about to say.
Good Lord.
That WebMD crazy.
Put the Google down, women.
Yeah, well, it has answers. I said, does it? It will tell if you say Google, I have a headache.
It will automatically lead you to death.
Brain eating amoeba. That's what you have. That's what you
Every-
have.
Everything lead to death on
Every
Google.
single time.
I got a headache. Doggone, I got brain cancer.
I think so.
Google said I got brain cancer,
That's
baby.
it. Y'all never think about that when y'all get a headache? You like,
No,
look, this is
Never,
bigger.
not one time.
Not one
My
time.
blood
Never.
sugar's low.
I need a root beer. That's what I need. A root beer.
I never thought that a headache could be more than a headache.
Never.
No, it's just a headache. lack of caffeine, might not have had enough sleep,
Or
might be
sick.
stressed,
I'm
or
talking
might
to the
be
same
sick.
guys that haven't had a physical since high school.
First of all, I ain't gonna touch my boys no more. I feel like
I had
that
a
was,
physical
but
in
that was
college,
legal
bro.
in the first place.
Yeah.
Sending little boys in the back of the room by themselves.
Sick
All right, Joe, look, drop them.
Drop what? What's happening back here?
And moms let them do it.
Yo,
I ain't first man physical. I said, this don't feel right.
my goodness.
awkward turn your head.
This
and
don't
call.
feel
And
right.
you know what's crazy?
Gonna force me to call.
I remember in high school when you had to get physicals, right? The high school, our high school do free physicals or whatever, just so you can do.
You know, all the
so-
poor kids was in that line.
Right,
bro.
my mom said, she said,
Oh,
because I'm not paying for no physical. She said, you better go out there and get one because the physical
better
now
make
like $50.
Yep.
I remember what just made it weird was I saw one of the trainers in there had that
Yeah.
physical. I said, so are you able like lately licensed to give physicals? Like I'm not saying I'm not credentialed enough, but I also
Yeah.
feel like the trainer. I'm not saying he just has, but I'm just saying, could you not think it's a conflict of interest that I see the little boys and girls that I go to that train to help with all day? Listen, not check their ankles or knees or elbows.
None of that.
But I'm just saying, hey, drop them. Excuse me, what?
Oh,
I think a lot of times they stopped doing. Well, last time I had a physical, which was
I
years
know
ago,
the
they
doctors.
did it.
Now the doctors.
Now
I
they-
took Kari and Chloe to get their physical at the doctor
Yeah.
office, and they was checked. They had checked, which made it weird though, because I knew my son. Like I said, Chloe got checked by a female doctor,
Right.
and then Kari got checked by a female doctor.
Oh,
he ain't to
I
that.
said-
He ain't to that point yet.
Now he ain't to that point,
He good.
but I'm just thinking though,
I did have a female
if he
doctor.
was at that point,
Well, at some point, like I don't even think it's.
hey, man,
I don't like.
What
I
are you,
remember when I was a
boy?
kid, I had a female doctor. I didn't think anything appropriate. It was just like they're doing their job. Oh,
hey
party
man,
over.
hey man,
Huh, party over.
Come on,
Sorry,
that must be Santana now.
party over.
That's
My mom.
Santana?
That's my mom.
No.
and we continue.
Heard you talking about women history. I mean, women's mouth.
Basically,
I heard
but
you.
no,
Shout me out.
I just told her. I said like I said, baby, just stop googling stuff like or. It doesn't. Again, I think she's natural. I think an empath. So what other people are really feeling,
Yeah.
and then she really genuinely does want answers like we all do. And also, I say this is the baby. She's our first time. I keep telling myself it's our first time. Anthony, roll through it. It's okay. It's gonna be fine.
Be
We're gonna be good.
supportive.
Yeah, I'll be supportive. But I was in that. That's the part I'm in there. Or but she is amazing. She's gonna be a great mama.
Can't
And
wait.
Oh, for sure.
Yes,
I'm telling
she's
you.
gonna be awesome.
All y'all.
Bachata lessons this kid is
The
going
bachata
to
lessons,
boy.
boy, he gonna be smooth on that dance floor out there.
Let me tell you.
Look,
You better hope he got her feet.
I hope so too.
Praise God. Please. I low key think that she might have more rhythm than all three of us.
Oh, for sure.
That's what she does. That's all she
At
does
least-
is dance.
At least when it comes to the Latin dances.
Nah,
that's
she's
Latin
good.
Now when it
dances.
comes to the Dougie, you know I
Hey.
Look, Shaka, look.
you know
saw-
Stop it, Gabby. Gabby, stop it.
you with the Dougie boy.
Oh my goodness.
I'm glad ain't nobody questioned why I got this big obnoxious water bottle, man.
I mean,
You
you
trying
can't
to be
hear me
healthy
anyway.
out here, though.
Huh?
They know you trying to be healthy.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Or you that thirsty?
I just like I poured out the Hawaiian punch in this just so I can use it as a water
No, you
bottle.
didn't.
I
See, the
promise
thing is,
you.
I
didn't.
don't
That's my
mind
wife.
doing that, but at
I
the same
poured out-
time,
I
like,
poured
I
out
don't
Pour it out
like,
to
Hawaiian
another
punch.
container.
No, I poured it in the sink.
I don't believe you.
I don't like carrying around
got
a big
red dot
jug
number
like that,
5.
though. I'd rather just
Red
have
dot number
just like a
5.
cup of water. I mean, not a cup of water. I'd rather have a couple water bottles with me.
Nah, see, save plastic, man.
You
Too
say
much
it's
plastic. You
recycle plastic.
And
It's recycled.
but if you use too many water bottles, bro,
It's recyclable.
didn't Santana tell us that the USA don't even
They're not
recycle
recycling
anymore?
anymore.
But it's recyclable.
I know it's recyclable.
Don't mean they still doing it.
Exactly.
They can burn it.
What?
It's not.
That's what we. That's what we live in this nasty town as we are. That's what they try to figure this
Yeah.
stuff out.
I'm talking about my town like that,
Look,
man.
Currently, as our town as you speak,
Oh,
we're
God.
crafting because there's-
City.
we have a land
City.
It's a city. The
Whatever
landfill
it is.
issue right now.
Yeah.
Randomly
smell
that-
like doo-doo everywhere.
Dude, that's what smell like cancer and death in the air.
Burned chitlins everywhere.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Bro.
Some people like chitlins.
You're sicko.
If you like chitlins, don't listen to our podcast.
Yeah, matter of fact, don't.
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
we're all inclusive. Listen to our podcast. Just know that we can hang. I mean, we can hang out. We just don't talk to me in my face.
Dang.
No shade if you like those chitlins, man. I just
All right.
can't do it.
Speaking of shade, so Shaka, you brought up
My wife's maiden name.
look, yeah.
Shade.
Shade.
You went there.
Shade, Mama
Go
Shade.
ahead. Ain't no shade no more.
Look, Andrew, Landrew
Andrew.
out
Strong.
here.
That's right. Manly is what it means.
Dang.
I ain't know that.
Manly.
Damn, why you put it on for Lashonda like that? Why you put it like that?
Brittany got to say it
Brittany
like
said, yeah. Y'all got match your names out here.
Look, my wife is manly though.
Look, we're gonna get all
She's strong.
we gonna get all these weird comments. They're gonna be like, nah, look, man pops and socks.
Forget about him.
But now, Shaka, you brought up a good point. We were talking behind the scenes, and we
Yes.
talked about speaking like shade or whatever. Shaka said you want to talk about enemies.
Yes.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
That's a good question.
Got a lot of people.
First of all, do you have a lot of enemies? Like, I'm not saying you get along with every single person that you encounter or go along with. However, how do you handle adversity or enemies in your life? Like people who genuinely just don't want to see you win. I know some people say that they don't want to see me win, but they can't name a single person.
You either win or you gonna watch us win.
More love.
More love.
Shout out to Khaled out
Come
there.
on, man. I need that.
I don't care what Khaled out here giving us positivity in his life. It looks crazy. He stay giving us those quotables. So,
Oh, he do.
Absolutely.
but do you have? Can you think of a person or individual or maybe a group of people just genuinely that you just not like, but they don't they don't really vibe with you. They don't really like you like that.
You want to go first?
I mean, there's people. It's going to be people in your life that.
Can you personally think of it?
Can I personally name some?
That just like
You know, I mean, I'm not saying their names. I'm
Yeah.
saying,
First of all, I didn't have a squeaky clean life before this. So look here, I wronged some people,
I like
and
that.
I know for a fact that they don't want to see me. Look, they don't want to see me succeed. They don't want this to be taken. Look, they don't want this to take off. Look, they wondering why am I up here. But at the same time, it's like that's not who I am now. Who I am now is something completely different.
100%.
But what I've learned is how you treat somebody, or let's say if you wrong somebody, you have to respect how they respond to how you treated them. So
100%.
if they choose to forgive you, cool, accept that. If they choose to turn their back on you and say, I don't want nothing to do with you, you still got to accept that because they have that
100%.
option.
That's it.
Right.
And like I said, some people, they turn, not saying turn it back, but they chose not to forgive me. But you can't let that stop where you're going, though.
Exactly. Because forgiveness is for who?
For you.
For me.
Not for the other person.
Yeah, I
Facts.
mean,
Look,
when I say for you, like,
I know what you meant.
yeah, let's move. But yeah, so I mean,
That's
I
good.
know for a fact I have enemies, and I'm like I said, I never name no names on this podcast.
That's right.
Unless you my wife.
So your wife is enemy? Unless we beefing that.
Oh, first of all, your wife knows your deepest fears.
So she knows. That's
But
a great
look
thing.
here, not only
Damn
I,
it. Go
I
ahead,
just have
goals.
people. I just have people that don't want me to succeed because of what I've done. I don't think it's truly enemies. That's just because they are still hurt by what I've done. But the only enemy is enemy. If you get what I'm saying on that word,
You're your own enemy?
Enemy. You
the
can't
only
be.
enemy is in me.
Is it?
It
Can
is.
be. Oh,
I'm the only person that can stop me from doing what I need to do.
I need you to expound on that.
So the only
Is
person that
your
the only
own-
person that can stop, because what is the enemy there for? To stop you,
Distract
you,
you.
distract you.
Still kill.
And destroy.
That's it.
But
Only
say,
you,
is that
only you can do that. So if
Other people can do it to you, man.
no, how can somebody stop me from doing?
If
Kill
God
you.
be for you,
Who can be
Who's
against
gonna
me?
stop that knife?
Huh?
but
God, God did.
you may destroy the body, but I will still be with I still be with the Lord.
Look, God did. Yeah, quote DJ Khaled.
So more love, more life,
But I'm just saying though.
more blessings.
But I'm just saying, who else can stop you but you?
I just wanted
I don't
you-
care.
I needed
I
to
don't
hear
care
you
what
expound
nobody
on
else does. I don't care. Look, somebody could throw a rock in your path. Step over it. Somebody could sit there and, like I said, try to knock you off the road. Okay, get back on it. Nobody can sit there and stop you from going where you need to go. Only you can do that.
It's kind of what we talked a little bit last episode when you remember we ended it with that Coach Carter. It's famously from Coach Carter from that quote about your deepest fear is not failure or anything. It's like really
Deepest fear is that we are.
there were what?
So our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful. Beyond measure.
It did right there.
It is our light.
We don't need you to say the whole thing. I asked you that. Shaka, do you have?
Come on, man.
What did I ask you doing here?
That was about to
Never let me shine.
I knew he was about to do it. I said, I already knew I was going to come
I'm saying that's my time to shine, though.
Man,
See, they don't never want somebody to be great out here. That's the enemies. We're friends like these. Who needs enemies?
Who needs enemies?
You're wildly.
You heard us say this earlier about this man. Shaka, do you have? Man. I can't imagine. Like, I'll be honest with you, Shaka.
Let me tell you.
I can't fathom a person. I've never. You know how many people I've come across. I've never ever in my life came across and said, I just don't like Shaka.
I know somebody. A person we try to rip his throat out.
Oh yeah,
nah, we good.
That's him.
The dude Shaka trying to fight way better.
I hope he watches this podcast.
That was literally.
He's boycotting pop stars right there.
Years ago. That
He
was
probably
12 years ago. Nah, man, we had to play a whole entire year of football. We knew that on the football field, anything that happened during that practice,
it's on site.
It could not be carried over into the next practice.
Nah, you knew that. He didn't care.
The statute of limitations ended right after that.
I don't care about that.
Nah, that's what people fought every day, they sat next to each other at lunch and dinner like nothing happened.
Listen, that was
the same way we did.
That is football. Like
that's football.
I literally think our coaches like us fighting. Like when the first team when two first teams get to go to chance to each other, go against each other.
That aggression.
Boy, listen, we were trying. Listen, you might think we was the opposite team. We were trying to hurt each other. 100%. Like we wasn't supposed to play Saturday together, but we were really trying to kill each other out there. And then next day in calf, look, we're good.
Out there fighting. When you add HBCU in the mix, there were players going at coaches.
HBCU.
There were coaches I seen ready to
look, 90-degree weather.
You don't want with that coach. That coach a little crazy.
He said he might swing on you back.
No, ain't no might. He will and keep his job.
And keep his job.
Last time I saw a player get bucked with coach, I was like, oh, please don't. I'm not trying to break him no fight between the coach and the player.
Break it up.
He
got pads on.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's the difference between HBCU. We ain't had nobody. Now we had people argue with coach, but I never seen nobody try to square up with
somebody
coach.
That squared up with coach. I was like, yo, they really about to do this.
He's wilding.
All right. We in a different land down there in this Georgia.
Georgia Heat got everybody going
we
crazy.
ain't in Virginia no more.
But yeah, Shaka, we got there. But modern Shaka's one fight when he was
even included him, man. We forgave each other. We cool. We shook hands. When it comes to enemies, I had this conversation when I was younger with my pastor. She was going over a sermon. At the end of it, I went up and told her, I was like, Pastor, I honestly have no enemies.
Well, you stupid.
She sat me down pretty much at that same. She didn't call me stupid.
Well, you stupid.
She was just like,
two different times.
You gotta be blunt with some people.
She said, I mean, that's exactly what she said. Because like when you're Isaiah's age, you can't, and you live the life that I kind of live. You're like, I don't know anybody that really just wishes to do me harm. Not personally.
Yeah, one of your house.
Pastor had to.
Yeah, one of your house. He was sleeping behind your shadows the whole time. Yeah,
watching me sleep. Huh? Yeah. I knew we shared bed and everything.
Look, go ahead,
go ahead. He's not ready to catch you slipping, cuz.
This is why we slept head to foot. But anywho, my pastor sat me down and she was like, Shaka, you got a lot of enemies. You might not know them, you might not see them, but there's a whole entire sect of people out there that want to see you fail, that want to see you die.
Not Shaka though.
And that's what I said. I said, me?
What I do?
In the most innocent voice, in little Kimmy, I was like, people want to see me fail? People really wish to do me harm.
Facts.
I said, oh my God.
I knew that as a kid.
I promise you, I
didn't either. I think
I knew that as a kid.
I moved about the world, even like
that's
as
how you know you're the oldest, though.
Yeah, so
y'all the oldest. Y'all experience the same thing when you younger. You get your older brother being so successful.
That makes more sense. Regarding he said, look, they said get that young little. Hey, little man, pick that stuff up for us.
Bro. Come on, man. If you really felt like Cinderella as a kid, I'm sorry, but we're gonna talk about that in another episode.
Who felt like Cinderella?
The way you keep describing it.
I felt like the dwarfs out there. I felt like Cinderella had more. She had more opportunity.
At least she got to go out that night. He said,
she found her mate. The dwarves out there stuck all alone.
Come on, fam.
Anyway, Shaka.
Even as an adult, I guess life is all about perspective, right?
Oh, for sure.
So it's all about how you see life. I personally don't know anybody that, off the top of my head, that wants to see me fail or wishes me harm. Although I know there are people out there. Like the first time somebody called me the N-word playing high school football, I was like, oh, people really do hate you for no reason.
Right.
Wow, records. The first time that happened to me, I almost felt like a badge of honor. I went and I was like, "Yo, bro, just call me the N-word, man. That's crazy."
Oh, look,
we was a Lee.
Yeah, we was a Lee.
Lee County.
Shut up.
Lee County. They ain't got. Listen, Lee County. I literally know one black person from Lee. One.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I knew one from Lee, one from Marion. I knew
Who's
one
from Marion? Who's from Marion?
They had a lineman.
Oh,
that we played. Yeah, you didn't see him. You was on the outskirts.
Oh, you right. I didn't even see him out there.
You wasn't in the trenches with us. But yeah, man. Even as an adult, when it comes to enemies, I just like I was a kid. I know that there are people out there that want to wish you harm, that wish to see you fail. But to think of anybody personally that doesn't want to see me do great, I can't think of anybody. And I try to live my life. Oh, I was like, what is that? I try to live my life in a way that you can't live to try to not offend anybody, but you can live to where you try not to really get in anybody's way. I'm not trying to be a stumbling block for nobody else.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
Exactly. I just
So
want to
they
be a
called
peacemaker.
sons.
You know what I'm saying? I want to inherit the earth.
Right.
You feel me?
That's what Jesus said. Blessed are the peacemakers.
Come on.
Dominion.
But
That's what he gave.
But I agree with that, Shaka. Like
Yeah, man.
I didn't. Again, I can't. Well, I lived probably two. I lived 2 lives, probably considered Shaka and Bakari. Look, if we had to pick one, probably.
Yeah. Oh snap!
Listen, I was out here. I was real Paul. I was in the streets, so not like I was out here shooting and killing people. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've definitely made a few enemies and stuff like that along the way. Like you said, I try to live my life in a way that I'm not trying. I would never try to be intentional stumbling block for somebody else or where they want to go and who they're trying to be or become. But I'm pretty sure have I offended some people along the way. Mm-hmm. My younger years probably intentionally, yes. I didn't care how you felt, and there's some unintentionally. You know, I truly have prayed forgiveness for that. Yeah. And some of them I even actually reached out even like years later. Hey, you might never remember or know this, but I am sorry for the way that I conducted myself. XYZ. You know, and I truly that's what I did. Like I really did do that. Some responded, some I never heard back from. But again, like you said, was I offended? Nope. What Bakari said, how you choose to respond, I have to sit there and respect. Forgiveness isn't for you, it's for me.
Exactly.
And like you said, there's certain people that you do I can think of that, you know, I feel like it's awkward or tension around. Yes. Yeah. Which is weird because you're like, I'm not gonna go out. Put it this way, it's one of those. I will speak if we're in a group. Hey, how you doing? I'm praying. I hope you and your family are well. But if you're asking me, do we want to go hang out? Probably not. Like I'm not gonna go, or I'm not gonna go out my way to talk about you, or go out my way to or even I'm not even gonna go out my way to try to come up to you. But if we're just going out the same door at the same time, what's good, man? How you doing? The universal head nod. That's about to go. Good. Right on those.
I do that to everybody, including strangers. What's up?
I think we talk about being black. We ran into those. So
I know you're speaking about forgiveness, though. I know like one thing about forgiveness. Sometimes, like I said, we gotta forgive others, but how oftentimes do you find yourself forgiving yourself for what you've done?
Oh,
on the daily.
I have to.
Would you say we die daily?
Yes.
Now, there's a difference between forgiving yourself and crucifying the flesh.
Now, forgiving yourself, like. So example would be
you wrong somebody and then you have to forgive yourself because sometimes you hold on to that and you carry that with you. Now you might forgive somebody else because it's sometimes easier to forgive somebody else for hurting you versus forgiving yourself for what you've done.
With you. I think, like Shaka said, I have to do that sometimes hour by hour. If you're a parent, you truly have to know that you're going to make mistakes. Yes. Like this morning, I made a post talking about when my son lost his glasses. I about lost it on him.
Yep.
LaShonda. Did he find them?
I don't think so.
The white ones?
Yes. Don't even bring it up.
He just had those a few days ago.
That's all good.
That was about 24 hours ago. We was doing the shuffling. Remember we was doing the shuffling?
Yeah.
And he had them on.
Yep.
I thought
it
was 2 days ago.
So again,
48 hours.
So before I had my coffee or my prayer that morning, this morning he had the biggest. Of course, he had a big concert. Of course, he had to read sheet music. He left him supposedly He left him. He lost him. Anyway, long story short.
I'm gone.
But I did not handle it with grace or something this morning. It's more like, bro, what are you doing? Like, how do you lose something that's on your face? Like, how do you lose that's on your face, bro?
LaShonda.
However, I was like, Anthony, yelling at him is not going to help you find them glasses. I said, but
froze up.
But the Holy Spirit said, but I did tell the Holy Spirit, it made me feel better. I said, that's what it made me do. Rather these stupid questions out here, how you lose these glasses, that's how I felt.
Feel good.
However, when I finally got back, I dropped him off, told him I loved him. I said, because also, that's the tone that I want to set for him the rest of the day.
Yes.
And now, mind you, probably by lunchtime, he probably forgot about them glasses. But I'm just saying that.
Can't forget about him. Can you see?
Well, he can.
First of all, for somebody who wears glasses, when you lose your glasses the whole day, bro, that's a fear because I know a headache is coming in no time.
The squint?
In no time. Look.
Squint? Oh, God. My third period.
Oh.
I'm destroyed.
I got to sit in front of class.
Now, again, if that's the case, that's not my problem. I supplied the glasses. He put them on.
Can't take notes.
Look, I hope his grades are not affected. Of that, it's not my fault. That's not
They
my
gon'
fault.
be. Get that boy some glasses
Tough.
ASAP.
Nah, son.
ASAP.
He already knew what this was.
He
but
don't
he
have two pairs?
But he had past tense. Past tense.
Hey, Isaiah, get
How many glasses has he lost though?
I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, I'm trying to talk about forgiveness over here.
Like you ain't forget.
No, I'm working.
So you
listen to the
still
whole
bothered
story.
by it though.
Let me listen to the whole story though. When you said it like that, I was triggered. See, with friends like these,
I'm just
who
saying
these
though.
enemies.
We just trying to look. We just trying to show you that maybe you really haven't forgave.
I forgave him
yourself.
I
Not him, yourself.
Can I get
how
that
you
part?
responded.
Can I get that part?
Go ahead,
Get
bro.
that part,
Get that aggression out, brother. We here.
Shut up.
Okay, this is a group session right now.
These guys, oh
This
my
is a
goodness.
group session. Go ahead.
Anyway, so again, I really did come back to the house, and I was, bruh, you talk about hot? Listen, it's only me in the house. I'm literally sitting in the exact same spot. I said, bro, what in the world is going on? But then my mind started to spiral again. How I'm going to teach him about to be a man if I can't teach him to keep up with glasses? Lord, how is he going to be a man as a whole? There are going to be harder problems in the world. So I start thinking like really vast and huge. How's he going to handle other problems in these shoes if he can't hold his glasses? But then I literally got to thinking, I was like, all right, Anthony, it's not that big of a deal. Or actually it's a big deal, but is this really constructive? Is it really helping? And I sat back and I prayed in this morning, and God gave me the scripture. It was Philippians 4, verse 6. It was like,
don't worry about anything. Instead, pray
about everything.
Tell God what you need and thank Him.
And look, thank Him, and like it said in Thanksgiving. That's the word that I had to really focus on and think about was the word Thanksgiving. It's easy to, honestly, I told somebody today, I think it was Santana, was when I give my laundry list to God, I actually get more anxious. If I'm being honest with you, if I'm being 100% real, like when I say, I got to handle this, I go about the baby, what about I got my job and stuff like that? God, I don't know if I'm making enough money to take care of it. And then the more you lay it out, but he says, hold on, you're forgetting something. Yeah. What about thankfulness? What do you mean? Bro, you're breathing, you're literally breathing today. You know, I literally reflected on all the friends that, and the people that we thought that who we feel like we keep losing, right? That we lost. I was like, I know these people would, like, if they could, somebody would kill to be arguing with their son about glasses this morning. Think about that.
100%.
And I felt this big.
Yep.
I felt so stupid. I was like, are you serious, Anthony? And I did pray for forgiveness. Says, Lord, forgive me. I hope he does too. And Lord, and he says, okay. He says, think about, the verse right. We love that same verse, but it says also think about things that are lovely, pure, noble, things that are righteous. He says, think about those things. And I did. And then I also had, like you said, I had to sit back and I was like, and then throughout the day, I kept saying, I can't believe I talked to him like that. I can't believe I was really tripping about them glasses. And you talk about forgiving yourself. I was like, and then I felt like the Holy Spirit still was telling me, he said, son, did we already talk about this? Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're forgiven. It's good. Just like your son understood your point about keeping him stuff with his glasses. Yeah. But do you really believe? This is what he said to me. Do you really believe right now at 2:00 he's worried about them glasses? I said probably not. He said, then why are you? Then why are you? Now I can say, well, it's costing me money, whatever. But I've never went broke trying to get my. Now that I think about it, I've always had. Now that I have all this money, I don't know like that, but I've always had all the stuff that my son needs or I need.
100%.
I never had sometimes all the time.
Every single time.
I said, so what am I stressing about this one? Just like
because it's not. I don't think it's more about. It's more about teaching him a lesson. I think when we look at our kids, we look at the world that's trying to attack them.
Yes.
So when something like that happens, you start thinking in your mind, how is the world going to use this mistake and destroy my son?
Yeah. Right.
And because that's how I think about with my kids. Like my kids mess up. Oh, you talking about going to 1,000. I'm like, yo, y'all don't realize that this world is this world is literally designed to try to destroy you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Trying to destroy you. But the thing
devour.
is, and I'm trying to teach them more about God. But I said, like, you are given dominion over this world. So you have control of this world. But this world that you have control over is going to try to destroy you.
Right.
So the moment you let your grip go on God is the moment this world going to take you over. Because if you stop worshiping him who created the world, you lose the key to have dominion of the world.
Boom.
Bars.
Come on now. And when you think about the way that we were brought up, we were all brought up foundationally strong. But I think that we're all in a place where we're bringing up our kids even in a stronger foundation. And you look how you turned out. We all turned out pretty good.
Nobody went to jail.
You know what I'm saying? We all right.
We feel like we get done, but I mean,
never went to jail.
nobody went to
We
jail.
all right. You know
Oh,
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Mom ain't raised no fool out here.
Facts.
Exactly. So
Shout
when
out
you
to
think
mothers.
about when your kids grow up, all of the life lessons, they're not going to remember all of them because we don't remember all of the things that our moms taught us, right?
Right.
But your kids are going to have that solid foundation to where all of our kids' houses are going to be made with brick. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Oh, for
Ain't
sure.
no straw, ain't no hay, everything's solid concrete.
Hey,
Brick foundation, you feel me?
like I said, we the foundation, God the cornerstone.
Come on,
Facts.
nah. That cornerstone.
That cornerstone.
That's what, like, and truthfully, because even with my kids, like, I truly be trying to, like, I really want them to get it. I really want them to understand life at my eyesight.
Yeah.
But I have to really sit back and think, like, and after, as I was saying, after you had already taken off, because during that time,
Yeah.
you're emotional.
Right.
Yep.
And you're trying to think of, how can I beat this into him? How can I beat this into him? But I have to think, like, even like with my oldest daughter, Chloe, like she gets mad at me sometimes because she feels like I'm always the hardest on her, which I am.
Yep.
But I'm the oldest because she sets the example. As in for like Kari, like I said, Kari sometimes follows after her. But also Kari is smart enough to do the opposite of what she does when she does do wrong, which is good. But like whenever she does something wrong, it's just like, yeah, in my mind I'm thinking I have to start telling myself she's 10 years old. 10.
That's it.
I'm trying to get her to have the mindset of an 18-year-old.
Yeah, 20.
Think
And
about you when you were 10.
Oh,
what? I was probably the same way.
riding my bike,
100%.
chilling.
Right.
Didn't have a care. Look, my room messy. And granted, she keeps her room clean.
Yeah.
But like it's that, I'm not gonna say rebellious spirit, but she has that strong spirit on her,
You can say rebellion.
like her mother.
Yeah.
So basically, you like when she has this idea or this thought, like nothing's going to waver her from that, even if it's wrong. And like I said, she's very emotional, so she'll let her emotions get the best of her, even if she knows it's wrong. Like there was a time I really had to check her on that. I said, "You gonna catch me on the wrong day?" Granted, I wasn't the best.
Oh.
I asked her for forgiveness.
We
I
ain't
said,
called
"Look
to be
here."
perfect.
I said, you raise your voice at decimal again, you gonna catch me on the wrong day. And look here, I'm gonna be on your backside. And I said, look at me now. I said, ain't nobody in this house can stop me from getting to you. Nobody. God gonna have to kill me himself.
Oh, my
and
God.
look, and bring me to him personally and talk to me.
Yeah, that's right.
For him to get me off of you. But I didn't ask for forgiveness at the time. But I asked God for forgiveness. I said, God, forgive me in my actions.
So yeah, so we got to, like said, we got all that saying, like, you know, how to forgive yourself. That's what the question that you had posed.
Yeah.
And we
forgive
kind of
yourself.
spiraled off. What are some other, like, is there other people that you, maybe you're in your own personal life, you don't have to say no names or anything, that you constantly have to forgive
My kids.
daily?
My kids, they
Every
as when Isaiah said, stop doing stupid stuff.
I was doing
Yes.
Stop doing
That-
stupid stuff out here.
your kids sometimes will have you questioning, like, am I raising stupid kids? like, is this me? This is my fault, right?
This is your
What
fault.
am I doing in my life that they are not getting, or he's not
Right.
getting?
Oh, like I said, they watch us, and now, like I said, when you say like maybe I'm raising stupid kids, because I know that who do the kids watch most of the time?
Me.
They watch you. Something.
What am
look,
I doing
did
in my life that thinks this is okay?
Did they not see me wash dishes?
No,
Look, they put dishes up that still got food on them sometimes. Like,
that's crazy.
Did not
But
see
we
me
made
wash
the same
dishes?
mistake.
We didn't. I got beat upside the head for that.
We all did. We made mistakes.
Wash dishes though.
No, dishes though.
Sweep the floor.
I don't recall my mom washing dishes that much growing up. Because as soon as we got of age, hey, I'm washing you dry.
Oh, LaShawn, me, you all got. I'm telling you right now. When my let me and Nehemiah get to 7. I promise you. I ain't doing no more dishes. I ain't doing no more dishes.
Right,
I'm not sweeping. I'm not mopping.
Only
thing I'm doing,
you know what's
I'm
funny?
getting these bills paid, and I'm
You know what's
relaxing.
funny? I really remember at Sage that my mom literally didn't clean the house because there was like 6 of us in there.
Because Chloe's gonna be
I
17.
wish
So-
your mom would clean that house with all y'all. But
Now, mind you, at first I was highly offended. I said, "Man, this is." You said you'd love to say this is my house, but you ain't cleaning nothing in this house. But I mean, I thought that in my head. I ain't never said it.
Now,
Look, I ain't never said that
if
though.
a kid actually said that,
Boy.
I promise you right now.
In the eyes of an angel.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, nothing makes me more hot when a kid think they can sit there and run that lip. Oh, you're not doing nothing.
Excuse me. I didn't hear what you said. I want you. I told myself, look, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna let you get closer. What did you say?
Well, I ain't
What?
hear
Shut up! Look, shut up! Give you the lips. Now, good now he was there with swollen lips. Look,
The only thing I think about is I gave you a roof. I gave you food.
now that you have, now you know how your parents felt.
Turn it into your
Boy, I
mom.
will
turn
not,
into
look, that's what my grandma said. Boy, your lips will meet you at the hospital. You keep talking to me like that. Look, keep talking to me like that. Look here.
Nah, but I mean that's honestly that's kids as a whole. Because think about it, they're at that weird
don't
age.
know.
They're at that weird age where they're having former independence, but they're solely dependent on you. But they're trying to still branch out. Listen, I'm
trying to tell them.
Isaiah asked me the other day. Well, actually, when we left the Y yesterday. I don't know why it offended me. Probably because I didn't have this as a child, but I was low-key offended. He says, basically, hey, we stopping by McDonald's after this? That's all he said.
Man.
Look, so when
Boy.
listen, hold on.
Boy.
When I said that, how did you feel?
Oh, look, first of all, the fact that you feel obligated to ask me such a foolish question.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't me.
We got food.
You're not on
We
your
got
own,
food
man.
at the house.
Even if actually it was funny, I thought actually about stopping, but the fact that he was that bold to
Because he
ask
asked, though.
that I said nope. And I said I actually had made up my mind right before we was going to stop, but after the fact that he asked me to go, so I said no, you're having spaghetti. Now what is so we grew up? Also, we talked about it before. We grew up. I had to eat leftovers.
Oh, absolutely.
Like some of
Always
these,
got that
listen,
spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
some of y'all didn't have to eat leftover in the shows.
My wife.
So look,
My wife, she don't eat leftovers worth of nothing.
Nah,
worth the
fam.
blood nickel, and she know it.
Hey,
she
both for me.
no. So you gotta use bathroom right here. Look, Shaka. Look, we'll talk about it while he's gone. But no, we had spaghetti, and so Isaiah he likes spaghetti, but he doesn't like it because he already knows for the next couple of days what we're gonna have.
That's love. If he was smart, he eat a lot the first time.
Nah. So the first day was crazy. I made it Friday. So I made it literally. He saw me cooking it up. He says, "Hey, can I stay the night at one of my friend's house?" I said, "Bro, you need to eat before you go." He said, No. I'll just have some noodles or something. I said, "Bro, no. I'm making spaghetti. Literally, it's just me and you in here. You gonna eat the spaghetti?"
Oh, for sure.
So he says, I said, "We're trying to roll. We're gonna do X, Y, and Z." I said, "Fine, no big deal. He gonna eat it when he get back." So the next day we got something later. Somehow we didn't end up eating the spaghetti, but then come Sunday, look, Daddy, what we having at church? I said,
Spaghetti.
I got something that you gonna love. Look, he's all excited. look, I'm in the refrigerator, spaghetti. He says, "What?" I said, "Oh, you thought you weren't gonna eat the spaghetti?
Oh, you gonna get this work?
Oh, you gonna get this work?" Oh, he was hurt. Listen, Loki had tears and stuff out here. I said, "Bruh," when I was a kid, son, that the fact that you felt bold enough to ask me about McDonald's, my mom would look. I told him, "You know your grandmother, right?" Matter of fact, actually, I was gonna say go ask your grandmother for McDonald's now, but she probably get it for him.
Oh, look, grandmothers don't
Turn
care
soft
about
out
their
here.
grandkids,
Big
man.
soft in it.
Soft out here. I want you
Mom
kids
always
to have the same
talking about, "Leave that
energy
poor
you get
baby
with me.
alone."
Nah, it's all right because when we become grandparents, we're gonna be the exact same way.
Facts,
So
though.
I don't even know all we saying.
Hey, leave my
Yeah.
grandson alone.
Yeah,
Leave him
Rick,
alone.
Look,
He all right.
look, come here, baby.
He
Look.
only 5.
Come
Let him
here,
learn.
Come here, baby. Look, you did stupid stuff, didn't you, as a kid? Matter of fact, go in there and clean them dishes. Come here, sweetheart. Come on, I got you.
Show him how you can be obedient.
But yeah,
What was the original question?
Was like have forgiveness. So we got forgiveness. I was saying, do you have people that you forgive on a daily basis or have to? You said your kids.
He said kids, and then we went off on a 15-minute tangent. But
yes,
yes,
kids.
Shaka.
I will just say, your significant other.
Boom. There it is.
Period. Point.
There it is.
When
Yes.
you have to share your life with another human being, you will step on each other's toes every day. I don't care who you is.
Oh, you'll be offended daily.
Every single day, your
Daily.
significant other will do the slightest
That gives me
little
hope.
something.
That gives me hope right now.
Oh yeah.
Because she texted me this morning. She's like, I feel like we're fighting. I said, I don't think we're fighting.
A creative
Feel-
discussion.
No, we wouldn't even fighting. I think naturally just thanks to pregnancy hormones, but also I think
that
we
too.
didn't talk the past couple days. Like we just get really, this life got busy. Like
Yeah.
we were just, she had to work, I had to work.
Yeah.
We was doing different stuff,
It happened.
and I realized that now. And today she was just, I think it's just sort of like hormonal, but she was upset, and I felt bad
Definitely,
because I couldn't fix it. And naturally, that's what I want to do. I'm
That's
just
what
like,
you
how can I help me help you, and trying to communicate that
We
too.
will do stuff to offend each other unintentionally
Oh, sure.
every single day. And you don't even ask for forgiveness all the time, but I think you just have to do it internally. Like, you know what, tomorrow I'll try to be better. Because sometimes I do things intentionally to annoy my wife. I don't know about you guys.
Big facts.
I do things intentionally just to get on her nerves. I'll sit there and slap her in the leg. Shaka, stop. Stop.
Shut up.
Stop.
Shut up.
And I just
Yeah,
keep doing it. Stop. Stop. Shaka, said stop.
I can do bad all by myself.
I don't know what that is. That's that
I don't
petty
know what
city.
it is. You just got to be petty. And it's not until her voice reaches the octave. Oh, okay, you ain't playing around.
She not playing anymore.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
And then I do it one more
I
time.
don't even wrestle my wife no more. Last time I wrestled her, look, she literally broke down in tears.
Hilarious.
Wasn't even
Sorry,
going that
sorry,
hard
Brittany.
though. Just trying to wrestle. I got you.
That's a crazy.
Why you play too much for? That hurt. Oh, oh!
I bet
I'm
you
about to go to
would.
jail.
Yeah.
They done got me.
I bet you. Listen. I bet you probably did. I see her now. I'm sorry, Brittany. I said. I'm pretty sure you were the
play
one.
too
You
much.
probably was be the one extra aggressive.
No, I wasn't being aggressive though. Like I said, just trying to wrestle, trying
cried,
to have
though.
fun.
She cried.
Right?
But
But that's the crazy thing.
right.
Women will
Yeah.
come up to you trying to wrestle and trying to fight, but then when you go too hard, why do you do that? He's like, whoa, I'm
I ain't gonna
sorry.
lie. The one thing that really makes me upset is when I do something, as in like if I stub my toe or I
Yeah.
trip, and she
Ooh.
laugh.
One more, girl.
Ain't nothing funny. Ain't
What you
nothing funny.
Oh, look. You look at square in the soul. Look. So that's funny to you.
That's funny.
That's funny. So I broke my toe. That's hilarious. I'm glad my pain is your actual enjoyment.
I'm going head down. I'm heading downstairs.
Look, this next time she
I'm
started
downstairs.
Look, the next time she started crying. Like, can't we look? It's not funny, right? Now we don't do
Instead
that.
of stubbing my toe for me is biting my lip. If we eating dinner,
Woo!
and if you're having a conversation, you
How
just,
big old lips
and
are you right
you
now? Yeah, I ain't never had that problem. I ain't never been my lips.
you ain't never bit your lip.
Oh my
They
god!
huge.
Right here on the end,
Yup.
boy.
It's all right.
Yeah.
And then he got these Tom Cruise
Crunch.
He had a Tom Cruise. That's a 2320.
And he out here with the no lip.
Got them thin mints out here.
The thin Oreos out here.
You ain't never bit your lip.
I ain't never been my lip. Ain't never been.
Ain't nothing but teeth and mustache.
You see, listen, I don't have them suit cools like y'all, but my
I bite my lip at least once every week.
the 2320.
Bro. And when I bite my lip, I automatically get an ulcer. And LaShonda never gets ulcers. I get ulcers every time I bite my lip. So if she sees me tearing up for no reason, you just bit your lip, didn't you? I did. It's gonna turn into an ulcer, isn't it? It is. I told you, stop eating so fast. Stop playing with me. And then because I'm eating fast, I'm hungry. All right, get it together. But when it comes to just forgiving yourself, that led me to another story. Back when I used to have hair, and I was getting my hair, I know, right?
Hello.
When I first cut my long hair off, I got it cut at Jody's, and one of the times I let Jody cut my hair. Kiana was over there, right?
Shout out to Jody though.
Yeah, Jody.
Hey, I seen Jody out with the wire today.
I see Jody. Keep
Yeah, I
getting
see-
strong out here,
He
Jody.
always watching it. I know he probably watching this as we say. I hope you listening. So one time he was cutting my hair and Kiana was over there. She was like, "You remember that time when we were in middle school and we were all running to the lunchroom and you try to like jump down a whole flight of stairs and you fell at the bottom, and when you fell, you said, "Someone please call 911." I was looking at her tell the story, and I was like, I do not remember that. And that automatically made me think, like, how many things have happened in your life where you may have automatically offended somebody that you had no idea. So I want to take this moment to say, if I have offended you and we are not on good terms, I apologize. I'm sorry. All right, whoever you are out there.
Wait, did Kiana fall on the steps?
No, I fell, and she had watched me lay out on the ground saying, "Someone please call 911."
So how they get? So who's the
He was talking
offended?
about.
Because
He
that
was talking
reminded
about.
me,
That's how
like,
they would listen.
Exactly.
Sorry, smart brother.
Gazy. That's why you never pass your SOLs, player.
Golly.
First of all, I passed my SOL
Shots
though.
fired.
I did pass my. First of all, I passed my.
Why y'all arguing about invisible tests? We don't talk about no more.
Only test I struggled with was history SOL.
Thank you. All right.
And
But
look
anywho,
here.
I said
Nah.
all of that. Well, that's all I need. You passed. Okay, cool.
Shut
I
up.
said that whole time. I said that whole entire story.
Why you mad at me? Yeah.
Is this what you want?
Ew.
Are you not entertained?
Oh my God.
He couldn't reach
So-
me, so he had to get you.
So why'd you kick me for? He's not hurt people. You just saw a prime example. You don't forgive yourself. You don't deal with your traumas. Bakari Clean was triggered by his SOLs. All I did was laugh over here. I got hit.
Y'all wildin'.
All right, baby. Tell me back to my mom. Look, boy, you gonna be dumb if you don't.
She said you'll be dumb if you don't pick up these books.
You just
Bakari-
gotta remember, sometimes you unintentionally might offend somebody. And we've probably
my
all
gosh.
done it to a lot of people.
100%.
People have probably
Weekly.
offended us without us even getting our grievances off. So if there is anybody that we have offended, just like you say, God, forgive me for my sins and forgive me for my daily sins. Whoever's out there who I have offended and we not on good terms and you haven't told me about it, forgive me. If I've done anything in high school or middle school to offend anybody.
Hey man,
Forgive
I feel
me.
I feel like
Look,
forgive me.
People be holding on a grudge.
Listen, if
for
you
it.
got
Oh,
paid
yeah.
for what I said in middle school, hey man, I can't help you there.
But
I'm
you
so
can't.
sorry.
All I'm saying
I'm
is,
sorry.
look,
What
Yeah.
if, just like the guidance counselor that didn't think we was going to be great in high school, you know what? I had to forgive her. What about some football coaches, Anthony? Huh?
Oh.
Huh? Exactly.
Listen, I had to,
Forget about him.
I had to forgive him. I had to forgive a couple of them.
couple of
I didn't
them.
have too many guidance counselors, but there's a couple like situations that Shaka knows. We know.
Oh, yeah.
That first and foremost, if I would think that's why my God is so good. He caught me at the right point in my time to write whatever. Because maybe the week after I really had accepted the Lord for my life,
Yeah.
I ran into one of my old football coaches that
High school or
high
college?
school that had clearly wronged us. When I say wronged us, and when I say prior before then, I had already committed in my heart. It was on site.
It's on site.
On site, bro. Hey,
know-
cuz.
That's it.
Matter of fact, if y'all seen Creed 3,
Oh, yeah.
look, I ain't gonna remember you. Hey, you don't remember me, do you? Huh?
That's it.
That's what I was committed to.
What is it,
Oh,
Leroy?
Yeah, Leroy.
Yup.
But look,
Man.
but thank the Lord, I was able to see him, speak
Yeah.
to him. I ain't gonna lie, I had to forgive him again.
That's
Because like I
it.
said, sometimes when you see
Yeah.
those same people,
Yep.
again, forgiveness, as Jesus said,
Why are y'all so affected by his
I'm not
actions?
affected anymore. But
Why
because-
were y'all
'cause he
so
didn't believe
affected?
in us.
he didn't believe in it. Or I personally felt that you took matters in your own hands. Well, long story short, we found out later in our life when me and Shaka were going through high school. We one of the better kids in our region, our area, or whatnot. And at one point, we felt like, man, we're not getting recruited or anything like we thought. I mean,
Nothing.
there's no way. Come to find out, this particular coach had multiple letters from different schools from all over the country trying to show an interest or trying to get us a visit or whatever that he never gave us. So a part of me at first, I will tell you what it did for me in my life. So that mindset said that when you said something about when you have enemies in your life that people just they don't want to see you. They might not be trying to harm you, but they don't have your best intentions in life. Or you said you was going through life not knowing you had enemies.
Yep.
I was also going through life saying that the adults in my life and the people in my life will always do what's right. Because my mom will always do what's right by me. They will probably fuss and cuss, but they will always do right by you.
Yeah.
And I was already told, I was also trying to serve in our youth group too, that God's going to reward you and you keep doing those things. But when that happened, I made up my mind in my heart. I was like, oh, nobody cared about me but me.
Exactly.
And I said, nobody's going to look out. But also I was a senior, like I was really naive. I was a senior or junior in high school. Yeah. So I said, oh, so if it's forget me, it's forget everybody else too. So I'm going to do me. I'm going to take my life in my hands no matter what. I will not let another man or another woman be in charge of. But also, I didn't realize what that did for me. That built up resentment and built up when people really just genuinely want, hey, Anthony, how you doing? I'm good. That's it. Like, what do you want? Like, that's what that did for me personally. And it took me and I realized it took me a lot of things going through that God walked me through that it built frustration in other areas of my life that I can point to that situation caused. That was so traumatic for me because a part of me felt like I didn't get the opportunity or do opportunities. Praise God because everything worked out how it was supposed to. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. I do see that now. I truly do. It's supposed to how it's supposed to. But at that time, if you're asking me, look, we talk about Woman Appreciation Month. What's the worst thing you can do to a woman? Take her choice away. She might not even want to go. Look, we're not going to McDonald's right now. How you gonna tell me I'm not going to go to McDonald's? At least that's what I can't say all women. Santana, taking her option away is the worst thing you can do. She says, I didn't want to do that anyway, but you didn't give me the option for that. Wow. But I felt that a little bit.
Let me make that decision.
Yes, facts. But that's kind of what it did. That's what that situation did for me. And when I saw that particular person, that all those emotions and what I've dealt with, walked through, done, came flooding back up. And at that particular time when I saw him, and it was going to be on site. Look, on site. But by the grace of God, I was able to forgive him and forgive the situations that happened on there. And, the rest is history.
That's it. And I felt the same way about those guidance counselors. When I first told them, I was like, you know what? I went in there I'm going to Albany State. I'm going to the HBCU. And the first thing out of their mouth is like, why are you not just going to Wise?
What ain't about you?
What?
That's what I thought you just wanted to go to Wise.
They must have some type of deal with Wise.
Bro, they was adamant trying to get us to go to Wise. I was on the boat until I literally was sitting down. We was watching the film with this coach or whatever, but I realized he had no clue who my name was. We've been walking around all day that day. Yeah, and when he says, you're, what's your name again? What? You're the kid. Then I think he thought also we were, he said, you're the other kid. I looked at my mom and said, bruh, he don't even know who we are. Gosh. And even at high school, I was like, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. He said, oh, you got to stay in for nah, we got to get back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ain't talked to that coach since. I ain't even drove by Wise since.
Not at all. But I think back then, it was just like realizing that guidance counselor didn't have faith in me. I didn't even have horrible grades.
Shaka was smarter. Shaka was literally had the better grades than me and Bakari.
It wasn't no Mark Wall. Or it wasn't no Casey Styler.
Hey, it was a different level.
I wasn't no Grant.
Look.
I wasn't no Nicholas.
Shout.
But I was in the top maybe 30-40% of the class. I wasn't crazy smart, but I tried to take all the smart kid classes.
Hey, Shaka was in there. We thought Shaka was the genius out of all of us. Look, when Shaka was taking physics, we were like, well, chemistry was wild as I got.
Thank you, Mark and Casey, for helping me out with that class. Almost failed me, but it's all right. But yeah, man, I just feel like just like you, when you're 16, 17 years old, you're like, when you find adults you don't feel they have your best interests at heart, you hold on to those grudges. Mm-hmm. And it took me years to be like, it could have been a misunderstanding. I don't know what it could have been, but
at that time I didn't take it as that. No, I took
absolutely it not. And that almost made me want to get back into the school system just to become a guidance counselor to help out some other kids. Because when you're not saying it's just our community, but when you're not presented as many options.
Facts.
Imagine if someone came to us with, yo, there are HBCUs out there. That there are other. There are 50,000 colleges in the state of Virginia that you can go to.
Shaka explained to me, true story. Again, we always assume. Again, we live in like a rural type area. Everybody assumes they know what HBCUs are. Shaka Andrew is the one who explained to me. He said, "I'm going to HBCU." I said, "What's an HBCU?" Uh-huh. And he said, "You don't know." I said, "It's a historically black college." I said, "Yeah." I don't know what's the difference from that and another one. He explained it to me. Ooh. So let alone these guidance counselors or teachers, and I'm not saying they doing the back like they might just be
they researching that.
They just don't know.
They might not know.
I can't assume that they know. But who introduced me to that? My biggest sister. LaShawn went to a HBCU in Hampton, and I rocked that Hampton shirt for the longest time. Thought I was going to be a Hampton man.
I like the atmosphere.
But what really sold me was that we had this book in our house. And it was like all the HBCUs in the whole entire country. and I think LaShawn was in college, but I would just flip through and I'm like, oh, there's Alabama State, there's Albany State, FAMU. You know what I'm saying? There's TSU, and that's when I got put on HBO. I was like, okay, so there are other choices in other colleges. I don't have to just be relegated to UVA wise.
Right.
Or Highlands. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with these colleges.
Yes, hope there's no shade.
We wanted options.
Right.
As young black men and football college athletes, we wanted to see what was out there. And we just felt like all of our options weren't presented to us in a timely manner.
Facts.
That's it. But we forgive everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Enemies, I don't consider y'all enemies.
I don't. I really don't.
It's miseducated. Like Lauren Hill.
That's it.
Miseducated? No, some of them might be. I think some of them might be just be haters.
Ain't nothing but a stepping stone. That's all it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Shout out, man.
But yeah, I think that's a good way to show up the episode. And like I said, parents, like I said, even if your kids, like now, like you talk about now, I'm going to wrap this up, but I talked to Isaiah about different colleges and options because he says he wants to be a marine biologist.
Wow.
And he wants to be a marine biologist and an archaeologist and specialize in paleontology. First of all,
can't even tell you what. Go on.
Paleontology.
It's to study like dinosaurs and stuff like that too.
Okay.
Dinosaurs.
Right. So that's word for what he said. Because I've been asking him questions like, what specifically do you want? I said, I'm marine biologist. I said, what do you want to study? I said, that is marine biology. Marine biologist means study of the ocean. What is specifically, is there anything that you want to do or research? I said, and I told him those same stories that we just shared. I was like, this happened to me because I didn't have a clear picture of where maybe I wanted to go or what I want to do. And a part of me, and I believe that is too, and I will fight tooth and nail, whatever, to make sure all the options.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, he has to make the choice. But every single option, if I can help it, if I can control it or whatever, God willing, I will present my son every possible option, whether it's military, whether it's working after school, whether I have a specialty, a vocation, because there was a few vocations around here, but we didn't present a lot of them because, now I see them like, that vocation's popping now. So look, maybe they were on to something. Mm-hmm. But I, like I said, talking to your children and stuff now about those things and about not everybody. Was what Chris Rock said was a special a long time ago. He was a tambourine. He says he jokingly said nobody gives a dang about you outside this house. He said, even in this house, that's questionable sometimes. He said, but he was trying. He said, I'm trying to teach you my daughters. I know he was joking. We're clearly joking with that, but he just said that, like, listen, son. I tell my son, I said, it blows his mind. I said, not every single person really cares whether you make it or not. Now, I don't think you'll have many people to blatantly try to stop you, but if you don't speak up, if you don't assert yourself sometimes, and it feels like not even be assertive, like if you don't speak up or use your voice, they'll slowly push you to the back. We thought that's what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, not my son.
Not him. And money doesn't always equal access.
Ooh.
I think growing up, I thought that all of my rich friends, they just had better access to different things, and they had more access to different opportunities, which in a way is true. But you don't have to be making six figures to expose your kids to a bunch of different things to figure out what they want to do in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our parents, we always say it all the time. Our parents did the best they could to present us with as many options as they could, and they at least got us to college.
There was a quote that somebody said, and I say it had me in tears because I really felt this when I was in college. Because I think sometimes, at least the school I went to, it was praise God too. They didn't give out scholarships at least athletic scholarships. Nope. So I had to do like community service to pay for X, Y, and Z or for my money or for my school. Bonna, shout out to Bonna scholars out there. But somebody, I think it was one of our classes, said that, and I met a lot of like different people from wealthy, because our school was private school, and it was a lot of people had money to go out there. Preach. And when I go to class and I'm hearing people, first of all, I didn't get my first car till after I graduated college.
That's crazy.
That's great. Right. I didn't get my first car till after I graduated college. I had to take the bus to get to where to get to. No, we were about to take the bus, but then my son's mom's mom took us and dropped us off at the car dealership. So I was like, well, we have to leave with something because we got dropped off here.
Tory.
Yeah, and I got my first car, 2004 Taurus, but that's my baby. But I'm saying that somebody made this quote and said that imagine all these your friends who had money, these resources, and all these different things like that. And when you're ever feeling insecure, to understand these same people who had all this access, all these resources, are now sitting in the same room as you. with you. How did you get in this room if you didn't have the same resources? How did you get in this room? So that's why I like when I felt discouraged. I look around. I literally look around. I said, you had this, you had that, you had this, and I got it with none of that. And this stuff I'm saying to myself. I didn't say it to these people to try to, discourage anybody or even try to downplay it. Because if the roles were reversed, we always said, look, we'll switch.
Absolutely.
I'll still be in that same room.
I'll still be in the same room. But that just showed me what God can really do when He has something just for you.
Come on now.
That's what I felt. So I always just say down to encourage myself.
Got your name on it.
Got your
VIP
name on it.
status.
Come on now.
But we can wrap. I think we should wrap up with that one. Again, we talked about a lot. We talked about women appreciation, how much we love them, and how much they drive us crazy sometimes too.
Especially.
We talked about enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
Got a lot of them.
Got a lot of people.
How to handle those too. Forgiveness, not just for them, for yourself. And I don't know how we got on the college based one, or we got on forgiveness. That spiraled and eventually gave it a segment piece to. Again, shout out to Albany State. Shaka also, but he's humble enough. He won't tell you he's a national champion out here.
Hey, man.
He's a national champion.
The ring.
He has the
Everybody
ring.
on that team.
I ain't gonna front with you. When Shaka showed me that, I really felt some type of way about our coach. Because listen, me and Shaka, we were friends all through high school.
Oh yeah.
And when he said, "Man, you come to Albany State with me," I said, "Bro, I just committed to Emory."
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh man," he said, "I'm telling you, Albany State." That's where it's at. He said, "You low key already pay your money in your pocket, but also play for Albany State." But when he was telling me about it, I said, "Nah, I have 14 kids in Albany State out here." Exactly. I knew myself well enough at that time. Let's keep it a bug. It's pops and socks.
That's not the move.
Look,
man.
so I know, but when Shaka got that ring, I said, "I'm sick. I can't stand this coach now. If he would have gave me my options before then, I could be happy. I could have a ring right now.
Come on, man.
Give me a ring."
Could have been me. Could have been you, bro.
Bro, I was sick.
But it's all right. I sacrificed a lot of playing time. If I would have stayed there another 2 years, I could have started. But after that second year, we won that ring. I said, you know what? It's time for me to bow out. And I bowed out.
Tapped out. But anyway, Shaka, you want to take us out?
Hey, yo, dog. It's been another episode of Pops and Socks where I'm bald headed. He faded. He dread locks. Look at me like that again.
It's too late for this.
Anyway, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you again for another episode next week.
Peace. We out.
We out.
Brown, chicka, brown, brown, brown.